Hello, my name is Joel Herrera.
And I'm attorney Lorena Rubio.
We are here at Herrera Law Center to provide you information as it relates to COVID-19 and your work. And essentially the question that we are facing these days is, what happens if I contract COVID-19 at work? Do I have protections? Do I not have protections? What steps can I take? And so we want to answer some of those questions and provide you the latest information. So last week we had some changes in the law, and what those changes in the law are intended to do is to protect those frontline workers and essential workers that contract COVID-19. And what the law essentially states is that if you are an essential worker or a frontline worker, you will be protected under the Illinois workers' compensation laws. And what that means is that if you do contract the virus, the courts are going to presume that you contracted it at work, and you are going to be eligible to receive benefits under the law. What this means is that your employer would be responsible for covering 100% of your medical costs related to the condition. You would be entitled to receive weekly benefits while you're recovering from the COVID-19, and depending on the extent of your injuries, you may be entitled to receive some kind of compensation for the injuries. Now the question becomes, who is considered a frontline worker or who is considered an essential worker? Lorena, can you tell us about that?
Sure. So essential workers under our current laws are considered anyone who is, as Joe was saying, some of the frontline workers, which are nurses, doctors, basically anyone in the medical industry. Also, essential workers are also those people that are working currently in grocery stores. If you're a part of a janitorial crew that's cleaning some of the hospitals, some of these other offices, and you contract this virus, then you're also an essential worker. So all of these people, all of us who are out there, trying to help, everything move, you're protected under this law in case you do get COVID-19.
Yeah, and the important thing to know about this new amendment to the law is that it took effect on April 16, 2020, and it is currently in effect for 150 days. We don't know what's going to happen after 150 days. I'm guessing that they're going to touch on that subject and either extend that time period or possibly put an end to that period. But if you have been found to be confirmed positive with COVID-19 and you are an essential worker, you will be protected under the law. Now, another question that we're seem to be getting these days is, do I have to go to work if I'm an essential employee, or if I fear that I may be at risk of obtaining the COVID-19? Lorena, thoughts on that topic?
Sure. So obviously the reason that we have these laws is so that people can work. So obviously we want our nurses to show up to the hospital, we want our doctors to show up to the hospital, but we also want people that are in grocery stores to go and work, because we obviously need these essential services. So, yes, you should be working. You should hopefully go out there and, do it as protected as possible. This kind of leads into a different question that asks whether, if I'm not giving any sort of the protective gear, equipment that, other people are getting, what happens? Should I still go to work? So obviously for nurses and doctors, these are essential parts of the equipment that they have to be given. But let's say you work in a grocery store, you're not being given, masks or PPE equipment. If it's not required by law, then we can't force them to, give them to you. But obviously, if you do get this virus, if you do end up getting sick, then that's kind of the point of this law, so that we have something to protect you, and you have, rights under the law to, get benefits, get medical treatment, and get your paid time off.
Absolutely. Those are all very important points. If you have any questions related to these topics, feel free to give us a call at 773-756-5151. Anything else that we need to add today?
I think that's it. Like you were saying, Joe, this is kind of an evolving area. So right now we don't have all the answers, but the best way to find out is just to give us a call.
Absolutely. So any concerns or questions, we're here to help you, guide you through these times, and hopefully everyone's staying healthy and practicing social distancing. But if you happen to contract the virus and you believe it happened at work, give us a call. We can assess your case and determine whether you would qualify for benefits. Thank you.
Thank you.